So when it comes to your passion, you're an amateur? Great! Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylla and I help women between 40 and 60 to do lots of what they love and to find their unique life purpose. If any of this sounds interesting, check out my website wildspiritscoaching.com. Today's subject is pursue your passion and be an amateur. Calling somebody an amateur is usually meant in a disparaging way. Or somebody says that they paint and then immediately adds, oh, but I'm just an amateur. I don't know, but the last I looked, it wasn't a crime to be bad at something. So why do we turn up our noses at anything that we are less than a professional at? How is it frowned upon? Your mission today is to learn why being an amateur is something to strive for and how it can benefit you. The background to this is titled, What Does It Actually Mean? You'll probably say now, an amateur is the opposite of a pro, and that's true. A professional does something as a career or earns money with it. An amateur doesn't. But that's not where it ends. You've often heard me say that you don't need to be a professional at your passion or hobby or interest for it to be important, in order to make it a priority. But it goes a little further than that. Have you ever thought about what that word amateur actually means? It turns out that at its root, the word goes back to the Latin word amare, which means to love. And while, again, nowadays it's usually used in a disparaging sense, I encourage you that when it comes to your passions, to think of being an amateur as being somebody who does what they love. The task is be an amateur. So your task today is to embrace being an amateur. Stop feeling ashamed to be bad at something. And this isn't just a feel-good message either, by the way. The negativity around the word amateur is what keeps many people from trying out a new passion or hobby or interest for fear that they'll just be bad at it, which anybody is when they first do something, right? When they're a beginner. They might be really interested in that thing, but they're already an adult and they've never done it before, and so they'll not do it. How often do I hear people say, oh, I'm too old now to start learning an instrument? Who made that a law? It's nonsense. If you start learning the violin now, you will probably not become an internationally famous soloist. But if you practice regularly and you do that for some years, you can still learn to play very decently. And that is just one example. Whether it's a sport, an art or a craft or an interest, a field of study, just dive in and be wholeheartedly an amateur at it, somebody who loves doing it. Enjoy it. Life is too short to wait any longer. And that brings me to the last point, which is, let me know. Where do you stand on this? Do you hesitate sometimes? Is there maybe something? It's confession time. Is there maybe something that you've always wanted to try out and haven't done yet? Because you think it's maybe too late, or you're too old, or you'll just be bad at it and you just don't feel comfortable at really being seen to suck at something new. There's no judgment here. We've all done it. I'd like you to think about it, and if you'd like to, leave me a message, so leave me a comment below the video, let me know, or reply to the email that you got the video with. And I'll reply to every comment, or I'll email you back, of course. And like I said, if any of this sounds interesting and you'd like some more, then consider joining the community of Wild Spirits. Go to wildspiritscoaching.com and there you can sign up for the Wild Spirits newsletter. That's 100% spam-free, 2 emails per month. And I always include some actually useful information, extra articles, book recommendations and stuff like that. I'd love to have you. Have a beautiful week and I'll see you soon. Bye.